I'm Emma Vosti and this is The Opportunity, a business series proudly presented by the City of Stonington, where each week we check in with the masterminds behind some of Australia's brightest brands. Welcome to The Opportunity, a business series presented by the City of Stonington. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be chatting with some business minds that I'm so excited to learn from, and we hope that it encourages you, gives you a chance to support not only local business, but also connect and understand what other businesses are doing in the current climate. Even though we can't see you physically right now, we're really encouraged and excited to connect with you virtually in what the world looks like. But as we all know, it's changing day by day. And look, when it comes to fashion, right now it's all about the work from home look. I must say I'm all about it. And if we're talking about fashion, and in particular, do we call it athleisure wear? I don't know what the formal term is, but these guys will tell me very soon. Co-founders of JAGGAD, Steve and Michelle Greene. Is that the right word? Athleisure wear? Athleisure? I feel like I need to say it quite fancy.
Yeah, there's a lot of combos on offer, but yeah, active wear, athleisure. What else gets thrown out there?
It's really like lounge and comfort in these times.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's exciting to see that people are loving your brand right now, but I imagine you're still going through challenges and trying circumstances, even with COVID-19. So firstly, before we get into all that, how has JAGGAD changed from 7 years ago to the brand that it is now? Because I imagine a lot.
Yeah, 7 years ago we took over JAGGAD. We learned so much. I'd never worked for anyone, never worked with anyone other than football, and I'd never bought anything online. Things evolved and we saw that the market was going to this place of kind of wellness, and as long as you felt good and you're moving your body, that's where it was going. And there was also a fashion trend around leggings and activewear.
What's been the feedback in terms of product moving and your customers engaging with what you guys are doing that has encouraged you?
Yeah, we're just trying to remain constant with our communications and relevant to the market and where it is at the moment. So, you know, we're looking at a whole different ways to keep them engaged, and I think they're really appreciating that, from competitions to, you know, new releases that they weren't expecting, to bundle deals, to sharing ways on how to style and wear it from home.
What have you guys learnt about yourselves and your business in terms of what's possible and perhaps what's most important in this time?
Yeah, I think we're so blessed. We've got the most incredible team, and there's no like standout hero in our business. Like if someone...
we've never been more connected either. I think the constant communication that we've got going at the moment, everyone's so supportive and on board and there to make quick decisions and get things done.
And where people are, we're evolving every day, so people are taking on different roles, and you know, people are stepping up, the team members are stepping up into areas they haven't since done. You know, customer service is nearly our most important role at the moment. We never had anyone full-time in it. Now all our young retail team that work downstairs, they're all on the phone, on the emails. What I've learned is that this business is incredibly resilient, and we're extremely grateful for the amazing men and women that we've got working with us that get the equal thrill that we get when they see their product out in the marketplace.
A lot of businesses that might operate bricks and mortar stores, perhaps in the City of Stonington now, having to embrace online. What are some tips in making customers comfortable with buying your product online, and how have you guys seen that relationship play out?
Yeah, I think it depends on the type of business and obviously what the product is. It's a lot harder to buy a formal dress than to buy a pair of leggings online. So we're fortunate that our product is very consistent, and once someone's shopped with us before, they can be confident that they know what they're getting. I'd encourage, I guess, other businesses to look at what they can do that's a little bit different within their space. So an example would be with JAGGAD, we've just released a virtual studio where we've been filming some workouts that people can do from home, and it just gives us an opportunity to get our community involved in staying active at home. And I think it also just, it improves your overall mood when you've worked out. I think it's been pretty hard sometimes waking up in the morning with what's going on at the moment, but if you can get your body moving, I think it can have a great effect on your mindset and your mental health as well.
And things like that, like yes, they might not be a direct revenue stream for you, but Steve, as you were saying, they speak to the values of who you are as a business.
Yep.
And perhaps now more than ever, it's time to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk as a brand and live out the values that you say you have. Have you guys found that as maybe an opportunity for Jagged to really showcase, well, this is actually who we are, and this, we care about you, and this is why, and this is how we're going to show you that?
Yeah. It helps us really engage with the community and be supportive as well.
I think the big thing for us, especially out of this virtual studio and all the comms that we've been passing through our channels recently, is that we're incredibly focused, and albeit the fashion side of it is great, our DNA is an activewear brand. So we went back to exactly what we are about, and our focus is just intensely on showing that these garments can perform. You know, Michelle had her world turned upside down when we couldn't activate in public. You know, we used to love doing the influencer activations with our friends and family in our community. We can't do that for obvious reasons. So the girls have done an amazing job launching new product online with a workout to show, yes, you can perform in it, you can look good, it'll get you through your workout before your work at home meeting. Then at lunchtime you can walk the block, you know, kick the ball with the kids, whatever it may be. But my big thing is remain intensely focused on what your core purpose is, then you'll be fine.
So you guys did a lot of those interactive workouts and events where physically people would be together. How has that shifted?
Yeah, I guess that all sort of started when it was Laura Henshaw's collab, which we released about a month ago. Now at the start of all this, and we had planned 2 big events, one in Victoria and one in Sydney, that we had to obviously change at the last minute. But I think that's where you have to think on your feet and think, okay, how are we gonna still spread the word, get people involved, and to support the launch as well. And I think that's where the idea for Virtual Studio stemmed from. Laura filmed a kick workout for JAGGAD Studio, and we got lots of our special friends and guests of the brand to participate. So that created quite a buzz, and I think after seeing the success of that, we thought, well, we're onto something here, so let's see how we can continue that and provide content for our customers. And then going forward, obviously we don't know where we're at with events, so there probably won't be one for a little while, but we are looking at other ways to interact with the community, and we're working on some Mother's Day campaigns at the moment, which are a little bit different, but still to sort of get people excited. I think that was the whole, the best bit about the events, just the excitement around what we were doing and giving people great experiences and building the relationships and community. So we're just working on ways to continue to do that. But we're very lucky with Instagram as well, that our customers love sharing the images of themselves wearing the product, and we always feature them on our Instagram stories. We have a little weekly reel that we go through where we see our customers wearing JAGGAD product, and it's nice because they feel a part of something too, and we get to see all types of people wearing our product. So yeah.
So you guys are constantly showing the power of collaboration through a lot of the things that you do, and you've partnered actually with a lot of businesses in the city of Stonington. Tell me about some of those partnerships.
Yeah, we've done some events in the city of Stonington, and with some of our partners, Green Cup, who one of our favourites in High Street, who have provided nutrition for post-workout. And we had a huge warehouse sale in Chapel Street earlier this year, which was crazy. But
yeah, the team was amazing actually.
Yeah.
This is not a plug towards the council, but the 2 or 3 that looked after us at that warehouse sale, they were just incredible people to deal with.
Yeah, they're really exciting moments too, when people know they can get in, they know exactly what they're after.
Yeah.
And you always know that you're always going to get good quality stuff. It's not just the scraps that you guys haven't, you know, used. You're getting really good quality, same as what you could buy online or in a store. So there's always so much available. And some of the yoga studios too in the area, what kind of work do you do with them?
Yeah, well, we're always looking for different people to collaborate, whether it be at photo shoots or small activations at their studios. And obviously the city of Stonington is a real amazing hub for those Pilates and yoga studios. And yeah, we think that healthy, balanced, active lifestyle is really personified in your area, and we love being a part of it.
Yes, Chapel Street almost becomes a bit of a catwalk for all the latest JAGGAD collections. Everyone's always wearing it. But it's a testament, obviously, to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we still pinch ourselves when we see other people wearing JAGGAD. It's a bit surreal, the amount that we see, but yeah, it's a very proud moment for us.
You guys are always dropping new ranges. Is there strategy behind that? Where does that inspiration come from? Because, I mean, some people might know about fashion, some people not, but you have to work on ranges a long way in advance. How does that all roll out? And how do you keep finding new cool styles that people are gonna want all the time?
We've got an amazing designer, and she's always on the lookout for new trends, and she works about a year ahead. So she's currently designing for
Laura's next range.
Q2 2021, which is amazing. But we find that people want newness all the time, and I don't think they like to be looking at, if you're visiting a shop or if you're on a website, you don't want to be looking at the same thing all the time. So bringing out product more regularly gives people a reason to keep coming back and seeing what's out there and what's happening. So it keeps everyone on their toes, but it's good because there's always something new coming, and it means we can explore lots of colours and different prints as well.
It creates more demand too, doesn't it? When you know that there's, you know, you don't want to miss out on something, and you want to get it. I want to talk about your conscious.
Yes.
How did that come about? Was it just direction that you guys wanted to go in?
It's just something that we've obviously been aware of for a long time, and we've wanted to be in that space, obviously as parents as well, not, you know, thinking about what's ahead for our planet, and we've felt that if there's something that we can do, and it's a small step, it's not, you can't change everything at once, but we are taking steps, and so it really meant a lot to us to bring this to life, and our designer's extremely passionate about it as well, so she's been fantastic.
Yeah, she drove it.
Yeah.
Which is
So
incredible.
you didn't design this, Steve?
Clearly, I do everything.
You'll
I'm just
happily
being
wear
humble
it,
up here.
I love all the colours. It's so good.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Thank you.
No, and thankfully people are believing the story, and albeit it's slightly dearer just because of the nature of the materials and everything, it's been something that's sold really well, and that was the aim, so it could become a bigger percentage of our overall kind of offering. So no, again, it's an example of the amazing team that we've got. We kind of mentioned it, and then the next minute we had these great products. So yeah, we're very lucky. Yeah,
so the one you've got there is an organic cotton, and there are some t-shirts and tanks in that range, but then there's also the eco poly fabric, which is what we used, Gorge. It's what we use for the leggings and the little crop top, and that's made from recycled single-use plastic. So in your leggings, part of the fibre is actually recycled plastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is hard to believe really, but they're so, I've got a pair of them here if you'd like to see them. But yeah, you wouldn't know that this is made out of plastic bottles, but it's so soft, but it's really supportive, and it just feels, it's super comfy on, and it's just crazy that it's recycled.
Well, you're happy to invest in a piece that you know you're going to wear so much
Absolutely.
all the time, especially right now. Can confirm this jumper is very cozy and comfortable. I love that. Biggest lesson you guys have learnt in business?
I think jumping into a startup with zero experience in it is just don't make the same mistake twice.
Okay.
Yeah, and to learn from your mistakes as well. I don't think a mistake's quite has a negative connotation to it, but it's really a learning. Every little hiccup along the way, we've always turned it into a positive, and we wouldn't be where we are now if we hadn't made some of those mistakes. And yeah, we've both grown and developed through those experiences as well.
Campaign you're most proud of that JAGGAD has done? You've done a lot. What's one that's really special?
All of them, but a really special moment for us was recently actually when Laura Henshaw was on the cover of Women's Health magazine wearing her JAGGAD collab. Just, you know, with the history of what we've all done together, and Laura's been with us for years. Is it 4 years or 3 or
4 years?
Yeah, and just we've both grown at the same time, and it was a really proud moment to see her on the cover, and yeah, a beautiful piece about her kick program and her JAGGAD collection. So that would be
How important is that ambassador? So if brands or businesses have never engaged an ambassador before, because relationships look super different all the time. Sometimes people that run the business are also the face, but how important has that been for you guys to also have that relationship with an ambassador, and what would you say to people that have been thinking about maybe bringing on board an ambassador?
Yeah, I think they have to really be acutely aligned to your values and I guess your message, and our whole thing, especially in these trying times, is just to be unstoppable. And I think Laura personifies that, and you know, she shows her vulnerabilities, but she meets and conquers all her challenges, and she's encouraging her audience to do it. So that would be the best example of the relationship we have with her.
And we also, given that Beck's a public profile, and you know, us as founders are very out there in terms of the brand, but we didn't want the brand to be all about one specific person.
Yeah.
And
that's very
why,
noticeable too,
yeah.
and I love that.
So, I mean, you're seeing a lot more of Beck and I at the moment because we haven't been able to shoot anyone. And obviously we are a very important part of the story, but it's not just about us. And we've always wanted that to be very clear, that it's not, we are not the brand. The brand has its own personality, its own values, where we are ambassadors for the brand in a way, but it's about much more than us.
Tell us about one change that COVID-19 has forced you guys to make that you think will actually continue to be part of your story and your day-to-day operation on the other side of this.
We've had an amazing addition to our team recently, a gentleman named Scott, and very quickly he's had incredible experience in big business and especially consumer behaviour and everything else, and he's been a great mentor to Michelle and I for a decade now, or maybe more, just through adult life, and he quickly identified the importance of technology and what it will play in this. And I think we've now got no more than 3 or 4 team members in the office at once. As I said, it's a small team of probably 14 or 15. And I think even it's shown how effective you can be working remotely. So I can't see us ever having a full office again. But at the same time, as Michelle mentioned, I feel more connected and engaged to the team as we've ever been. So I think I think that'll be the new norm for most offices. If you own a massive, expensive building in the city, it might be difficult renting it out going forward, I think, because if people can work from home and their work-life balance can be better, I think businesses will stay to that course.
There's a key word there, balance.
Yeah.
Isn't it? We still crave connection and normality and routine, but I think hopefully this has taught us anything, and I know you guys live this out as a brand too, it's that life requires balance.
Yeah.
Michelle and Steve, co-founders of JAGGAD, thank you guys so much for your time, and thanks for all you're doing to keep everyone sane,
Thank you.
fit and healthy during this time. If you are a business that belongs to the City of Stonington, head to stonington.vic.gov.au/business to see what's available for you. We want to make sure we can support you during this time. And next week, I'm going to be chatting to one of my favourite restaurants on Chapel Street. Which one is it? Well, you'll have to tune in next week to see, but stay safe and we'll see you then.